when I was younger, you couldn't tell me that an adult didn't know everything. You couldn't tell me that they didn't know all the answers. But as I'm going through early adulthood, I'm really sitting back and saying, what are we doing? What is going on? And I just can't believe that younger me really thought that somebody of my age even would be like, yep, he knows everything. And that's crazy. So, hello everyone. My name is Branson, and I wanted to talk about this in this video because, like, last year I graduated from college. Hey, and this is a whole new life chapter for me because, the first time I'm not in school, just doing my own thing. And it's like, wow, we're figuring out life. And I think a lot of people are figuring out life. I mean, we're also doing it every day, but it's easy to see somebody that's older than you, whether it be a year, 10, 30, like, and just think that they have it all figured out. But in reality, we're all just the every day we're a new like age. By age, I mean like, the day older, not a year older, but every day it's our first day living this day. It's our first time living this day. Yeah, okay. You're like, Red said pause. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like what I've been seeing across social media and what I've been hearing from friends and stuff and other people is that we really see people's lives and we see the highlight reels that they post on social media and we see all that, but we're also not seeing that everybody's just trying to figure it out. Everybody's just trying to see what's going on, see what their next move is, and see how they can get to that next step that they want to go to. Because when I have conversations with friends, I would see their Instagrams and I would see their social media pages and I'd be like, oh my gosh, so like life is lavish and I'm loving this for you. But then when I get on the phone with them, they're like, yeah, so this and that, and this is not really good. I don't even like this job. I'm like, oh, you had me fooled. And that really shows you that's a lot of people's lives on social media. And I get it because when we post on online, we want to show our best. We want to look good. Nobody just wants to post themselves looking like sleepy every day. It's just like, I don't want to be here. So I get it. But also it's kind of interesting that a lot of people don't really take into account that fact that we really just see the best of people's lives and we don't see the bad, which is a lot of it, or the boring, because a majority of the day for a lot of people could be boring, but the moment they do something that's interesting and fun, they pick a camera up and they film it because, they want to document that point of their life or they want to post it on social media. Maybe they want some views, who knows, but they're picking up the best parts of it. But when you see it online and all you see is the best parts, you just think everybody has a better life than you, when in reality, everybody's living similar lives. Or some people online that you may think have a better life than you actually don't, and they want your life. Because I like, what is it? Sometimes you could really just want somebody else's life while also they're wanting your life. Because I saw this TikTok. It was this guy and he was a nurse, nurse getting his coin, doing what he has to do. And he was like made a TikTok at the desk looking sad. He was like, when all my friends are outside on the beach in Miami and I'm at the job doing blah, blah, blah. And I just thought that was so interesting because me, someone who's doing acting and entertainment and stuff like that, I think something that's not as stable or concrete, especially in the beginning years of your career, I always look at people with jobs like nursing and other stable jobs as like, oh my gosh, that's so tea. I love that because, you get that monthly check, you get this, you get that. It's so stable. Life is good. But then from somebody that has that life, they look at people that don't have stable income, but they have more freedom to do other things. And they're looking at it like, I want their life. And it's just so funny how people just look at others' lives. What am I doing? It looks like I'm dancing. Do y'all want to see me dance? But yeah, so being in adulthood, just really figuring out what it is that you want to do, what it is that's going on, and how we can improve and grow. And I think that is the beauty of it all, okay? The next thing I want to say is that adulthood is interesting because you don't have forced structure. And when you're youthful, I mean, you can still be youthful in adulthood, but when you're like a child or you're going through school and stuff like that, there's just always this structure. There's always this moments. There's always something that's going to be due, a project or some authority figure is going to tell you, hey, we need this or blah, blah, blah. But when you're an adult, yes, I could live on that couch all day. But am I gonna? sometimes. I don't know, but yeah, it's just so much structure that you just have the full freedom to do. You can make or break or do anything that you want. And it's like, oh, so I do have full autonomy to do what it is that I want to do. But do I have that drive? Do I have that discipline? And that's what a lot of adulthood is learning from a lot of. A big part of adulthood for me right now in this current stage is learning that discipline, because as some of you know, some of you don't know, if you check, I've been posting a YouTube video every single day. I'm on day, I just know I posted for at least 100 days. I've posted a YouTube video every single day for 100 days, and that's teaching me discipline because I've always wanted to do social media. I've done social media in the past. Like, I have TikTok and I have a following on TikTok, and I used to post YouTube videos back in the day, but then I stopped, and now we're back and we're here. And yeah, I'm doing all this while trying to, do my acting career. I'm submitting auditions, blah, 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 going to classes, all that stuff that I repeat in like all my videos that somebody that watches my videos would be like, Brand Zumi now. And I'm like, okay, just, some people don't. But yeah, so learning that discipline is like a very, very, very hard part. The next thing I want to talk about is you realize success doesn't happen on a universal timeline. And a lot of people will see people getting success that is in their same age range, and they're like, why is this not happening for me, or blah blah blah. But I've always been like, especially when it's people that I know, like friends, I'm always a rider, because I feel like when my friends are eating, I'm eating. Like, I don't know, because I know that there are some people that they develop a sense of, why don't I have this, or why can't I get that, when it comes to like friends, or they see something and they maybe get jealous. But for me, it's the opposite. It's like a one step closer. Like, you're in there, okay, it's a matter of time. Like, we're in proximity. I have another friend that we both do acting. We're always talking about our friends that are doing things and on the up and coming and that are in a new project, and we're like, yep, it's time. The table is eating. We're all eating. And realizing that success doesn't have a universal timeline. So somebody may do something that you've been trying to do, and they may do it in a third of the time that you did, or maybe on the first day. Who knows? But you never know how things can go, because whenever there is a overnight sensation on TikTok or a social media app and they blow up, it is so easy for them to lose that momentum. If they have like one viral sound or maybe three viral sounds, but then after a while, like, just as quickly as they blow up, it's just as quickly to fall off, versus somebody that builds a slow and steady pace. It's a marathon, and you're slowly building, and people are slowly building with you. They're seeing that storyline, they're seeing that arc. But we just want to see the quick, okay, like, is it working or is it not? And it's like always like those funny gym memes in those gym scenarios where people are like, when I don't see the abs and the body that I want after the first gym session, you're like, I'm actually done. Let's go get a burger. And it's just funny because that's so true. Like, a lot of us want to just see instant results, but in reality, the timeline is going to be the timeline, okay? The timeline is the timeline, and it's going to happen when it's meant to happen, because I do believe that when you're doing something and you're actively trying to do it, the time is going to happen when it's supposed to. Because, like, as much as I want right now to be like, oh my gosh, I would love to be on a major hit Netflix movie right now, cast me main character. Well, who's to say if I'd be ready for that? Because I don't know if I am, but if it was to land in my lap next week, would I be ready? We're going to get ready. We're going to make it ready. And I'm going to force myself to be ready, because that's the timeline. It's going to happen. But if it doesn't happen till 5 years from now or 10 or whatever, I guess that's the timeline. And I just have to follow the story arc. However, we can't put things in process to speed up that timeline and try to put systems in place, because I'm not just going to sit here and wait on my lap for it. No, that's why I am doing the classes, submitting my auditions, updating headshots. And then in the future, we're about to look for agents and managers. But yeah, so definitely, and I recently went to a networking event last week, which was exciting, a film industry networking event. So yeah, definitely putting systems in place. Like, I'm not just sitting here, but I'm saying, even with me doing all this, it's gonna come when it's meant to come. And you just have to know, in adulthood, things are gonna happen when they're meant to happen. But yes, do things and put systems in place where it can benefit you and it can help you get to where you want to go. And the last thing I want to say about why adulthood feels, different is that you just really learn to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. And that's what I'm learning. Me moving forward with posting on YouTube when I don't know anything that's coming out of it, or when I'm posting on TikTok every day too. Because I'm posting on TikTok every day too, not knowing what's coming out of it. Even when I film these videos, I'm like, somebody watching it, yeah, one video may get 2 views, the other video may get 300 views. But every day I'm talking and I'm just thinking to myself, do people care? Maybe they do. Sometimes people comment and I love it. Sometimes people don't. And I'm like, okay, period. Because I'm also a silent watcher. I'm not a commenter on YouTube. I just like to watch my videos and love my creators and mind my business. So somebody could be doing that to me, but then I'm also like, or maybe nobody cares and I'm but who cares? Because I'm learning discipline and I'm learning to post consistently. So yeah. But if you are still watching, drop a comment below or like the video. And I just want to let you guys know that adulthood is interesting and you are amazing and I love y'all so much. And bye.